I am Matt with Rocks on the Pond, and I am here with your Rocks reaction. Last night, the Rockies came into their first game against the Dodgers in LA this year, and they were not able to take the first game of the series as they fell 5-3. Coming into the day, TJ Rumfield led the Rockies in hits, and he's the only rookie in the league that can actually say that about his team. Unfortunately, that says a lot about where the Rockies are at right now, but it also says a lot about how Rumfield's been playing. And unfortunately, in the first at bat of the game, he took a 97-mile-an-hour heater off of his hand, and they ruled it as a hand contusion. Hopefully, it's not broken, but he ended up leaving the game, and it made sense. I mean, his hand was about as purple as our uniforms. Um, Tanner Gordon took the pill for the Rocks, and he did a great job. 5 innings. The performance was pretty gutsy in my opinion. He did a really good job of working out of trouble and stranding runners. In the fourth and fifth inning, especially, he did that. And in the fifth, the Dodgers were able to get runners on second and third with no outs, and nothing came across from it. Um, Emmett Sheehan went for the Dodgers, and in the fourth inning, he got hit by an 104-mile-an-hour comebacker off the bat of Troy Johnson, and it ended up hitting his throwing arm, his right arm. He ended up staying in the game and went 6 innings, but that fourth was a little ugly for him for sure. I was hoping we would be able to pounce on him a little more. After that Troy Johnson hit, it was first and third, no outs. And we only ended up getting 2 across in the inning. Not bad. Willie Castro was able to get a base knock with 2 strikes, and Tovey was able to hit a sac fly with 2 strikes. So we could have definitely come away with nothing, but we did a good job of striking while the iron was hot. Like I said, Sheehan ended up going 6 innings and giving up the 2 runs. It was pretty solid after he got hit by the comebacker, especially in the 5th inning. He went 1-2-3. Juan Mejia came in the 6th for the Rocks, and it was a great inning. His sweeper looked devastating in LA with that low altitude and all that. Being at sea level really helps stuff like that. It's very noticeable, and that's part of the reason that, Rockies pitching struggles so much at home is because breaking stuff doesn't really work the same. But anyway, after he got out of the 6th, Tovey in the 7th went yard for the first time in 187 plate appearances, the longest drought of his career. It's a long time for him to go without a home run, but it came off of a hung changeup from Kyle Hurt, and he really needed it, and man, it was a no-doubt shot. Even the Dodgers outfielders barely gave a courtesy run. I mean, Pages didn't come close to making it to the track there in center. Unfortunately, though, it's kind of spiraled out of control after that in the 7th. Mejia came back out, which I didn't love because he was already at 20 pitches, and then he proceeded to have 2 completely uncompetitive walks. I think it was 9 pitches, only 1 was a strike. And that's to the bottom of the order. Brennan Bernardino comes in, and they're hoping he can clean it up, maybe get a double play ball. And he gets ahead 0-2 of Miggy Rowe. But what does he do? He hits him in the foot, 0-2. So the bullpen gave up 3 bags free. No cost to him to start the inning, and that's just a pretty bad recipe. Let's all be honest here. It ended up putting 4 up in the 7th after, you set up the top of their order, which has 3 MVPs on it. And yeah, that would be kind of it as the Rockies squander their chance to take the first game of this series, and it was pretty disappointing, to be honest. The game really highlights the difference between teams that win and teams that lose. Free base runners are a death sentence at every level. And loading the bases for Shohei, Mookie, and Freddie Freeman's not exactly going to win you a lot of games. I mean, we did a really good job earlier in the game of fighting out of situations like that, but the bullpen has been bad. And the month of May could not end soon enough for the Rockies. They had the worst record in May, if I'm not mistaken, and it was bad enough to put us in last in all of MLB. Even the Angels are now better than us, so that hurts. Hunter Goodman got the sombrero last night. He was really looking frustrated. I mean, his 2-strike approach isn't really there. His 2-strike swings are very aggressive, and he was kind of exposed by it. And he's getting really frustrated. He's slamming his bat on the ground, and it's something that he's got to change for sure. Sterling Thompson looked absolutely overwhelmed at the major league level lately, and he struck out in the fourth on a middle 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Sheehan, and genuinely the ball was in Will Smith's glove by the time he swung. It looked embarrassing, and I'm not saying I could do any better, but uh, I could just tell that Sheehan was like, I can throw a fastball to him anywhere, and he's not going to hit it. Um, but I guess to end on a positive note, Tovar looked great all game. He had 2 knocks and a sac fly, of course, the home run. And Tanner Gordon looked very cool, calm, and collected all night in the face of a dangerous Dodgers lineup in dangerous situations. I mean, uh, his velo has been a tick down. His first start of the year, he was up to like 97. And today he was I think he got up to 95 once, but it was mostly 93, 94. And the only run he gave up was off of a 91-mile-an-hour fastball inside to Kike Hernandez. And there's a lot of guys in the league who can do something with an inside 91-mile-an-hour fastball. So the fact that that's all that came of his outing when his velo has been that down is actually pretty encouraging. He was really able to backdoor that slider a lot to lefties and got a few Ks of looking out at that. So there's still hope for the Rockies this year. Obviously, there's not a lot of places we can go to say we'll have a significant jump, but I do believe that some of our guys are going to swing into back into form soon, and hopefully we'll get some guys like Mickey Moniak back and Chase Dollander back. But be sure to check in on Rocks on the Pond YouTube channel, and be on the lookout for more content from me. And thank you for tuning in to Rocks Reaction, and I'll see you next time.